And we're back. So, I was right. Restarting the computer. Fix GoPro Coon. So, for Huzzah, I am throwing wood on fire. And if it just burns the GoPro, I don't care at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Don't turn. Oh, did I not have that anchored enough? No. Okay, stay put. Please, thank you. Oi. I really don't want to have any more of an overflowing abundance. So, I'm going to finish off this tea, and then we're going to actually start getting work done. Because, goodness gracious, we're behind schedule. Or at least I'm behind schedule. And I've got plans with a friend today. We're gonna go ride bicycles. And I would like to ride bicycles with my friend. It's just, I don't know, I have no idea how long this is going to take as far as like an actual build. I know it's gonna take longer than the others because it's bigger. There's a lot more stuff. Okay, I need various gloves for safety purposes because cast iron tea kettle is hot, stays hot. And yeah, it's some nice steamy water. But I think once we get into the PM hours, I'll definitely probably be having a beer or two. Especially with the absolute amount of mess of tech issues today has been. And I'm still probably going to lose my tracking at some point. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started on this because... no, that's... Ooh, yeah, that's actually not bad. That's not bad at all. Oh, sweet. Okay. Granted, I am going to end up with a lot of plastic around here. And I'm not too fond of that aspect of this. Ooh, one more piece. Ooh, and yeah, here's the little tool that I was actually kind of pointing out. Like, they actually have a little bit of a tool now, which, I gotta say, that's kind of cool. I might have to hold on to that. Okay, so plastic's dealt with. We have another container of plastic, which actually holds one of the pieces that I need for this, for literally the first step. So I'm gonna try and keep all those small pieces kind of in this little bit of a corner here. Try to stay organized. Not the best, but I like to think I make an effort, and I think I want this. And it has been... Oh, good morning! Good morning, Dad's old chop. How are you? Hopefully better than me. Well, this morning has just been wretchedly plagued with tech issues, but past that, it's actually been a good morning. Like, this is actually we're finally actually getting into like really good weather for wind gusts. Ashes everywhere. Finally getting into some good weather for campfire streams. Even though I found out this morning one of my non-GoPro camera does not like campfires. Which I've used it for some of the other shop streams, but I haven't used it for... Okay, how many of the... Am I just building one? I'm building one. Okay. I need a dark... Yep. Okay. Hey, plastic, I heard you fall down. Don't do that. We got mildly gusty weather. I don't want to have to play chase plastic later. Granted, I will say the breeze feels nice. The breeze feels amazing. Then we do that, and then the dots face And the dots face that part there. And then what happens is this gets clipped onto that. And then that builds. Yay, step 3 is done. Which this Lego set actually has close to 100 steps, so I'm definitely gonna be trying to keep a good flow going. So, and then this goes into that, and that puts everything there on the same level. Granted, I will say I do like the GoPro in terms of like level of detail. I feel like the level of detail I get with the GoPro is way better, which is also real nice for like these Lego streams, because that's the thing with these Lego pieces. They're really small pieces. Is that what I want? That's what I want. I want you. And I want another one of you, and then I gotta find 4 of you. 1, 2, 3. Cool. So I'll do that. Okay. So we'll see. Okay, so it's gonna be done like that. 4 dots up, 4 dots down, centered. Then, wait. Then this goes. Oh, okay. It goes like that. And then like that. Okay. So we gotta build 2 of these guys. So that's 1. I build the 2nd. But yeah. Other than the copious amount of tech issues this morning, it's been a good weekend. It's been a really good weekend. I like I've been leaving my windows open at night just to cool off the house during nighttime temperatures, because I'm just trying to run my AC as little as I possibly can. And I've been successful with it over the past couple of days. Ooh, more sub builds for main build. So I'm just going to continue to get covered in ashes. And I keep needing these guys. I keep having to dig for them. Okay, I want dark green. You guys for 2. And I need 4 of those guys. So I got those now. And then I need 4 of these. Granted, I do appreciate the fact on Lego's part for actually having like a whole bunch of separate bags, because there's like 6 bags. This is bag 1. This is bag 1 with a smaller bag. And just having like everything in various bags definitely helps with going through the steps on these. Because otherwise this would be approaching nightmarish levels. Ooh. Wind's trying to carry away my instructions. Which I do appreciate the wind though. The wind's very nice. I do also like the fact that if I look up at my bird feeder, that's probably like 8 feet away from me. It's like every time I look up, like the birds are just like, scram! The VTuber's looking at us. We can't be looked at by the VTuber. And I just think that's funny. Okay. So we do those, and then I grab these to build out one side of these. So we'll do that number. And then... okay, yeah, because I have 4 of these. So... Brown piece goes on end. Brown piece goes on end. And that's the subassembly. Right there. Woo! And that's the fun of Legos. Rinse and repeat. Granted, I do like the fact that it's like, I'm using Legos as an excuse to be outside. Of all the weird excuses to be outside, I chose this one. And we do that. Then we'll do... Granted, I am getting a... Oh my gosh, look at all those birds. So many birds. Then we'll do that. And then we'll do that. Then we have more of a thing. More of a thing! And we flip our instructions around. Thankfully, we're grabbing big pieces, which makes it easy for me to find them. Which I do appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Here, let's see. Ah, very nice. So the brown pieces are going to line up with these gray dots here. So we'll do that there on that side. Then we'll do that there on that side. And then these blue pieces are going to go on the... Ooh, hey, a cardinal. Nice. Yeah, that's a male cardinal. Granted, I need to learn my birds better. Wait, I hear a bird. And it sounded like it was squawking at me. It's like, how dare you be here? How dare you be here? I want to eat food. And it's like, buddy, I hate to break it to you, but I'm the one who left that food out for you. You're eating on my dime. I'll have you know. Okay, let's see. 10 dot? 10 dot. No, 12? 12 dot. So 12 dot. We'll go from here to there. Okay. So we'll get that in. Move over to the other side. Because I don't think we're covering... Okay. Thought I missed a step. It's like, no, don't miss a step, Sugi. You're better than that. Oh, or worse, depending on the type of day I'm having, which honestly, considering how today has went so far. Yeah, I see you. Ooh, a goldfinch. Nice. Which I have seen like a whole bunch of reports that like birds migrating is like big right now. Like there's a lot of migrating birds doing their bird stuff right now. And the finch is back. But I have seriously considered at some point actually setting up a camera for the bird feeder and then just put it up as a live stream for a little bit, just for funsies. And if anyone's actually interested in a wildlife camera from a VTuber channel, feel free to let me know and I'll definitely consider it. I think I'll do it at some point. I would actually like to do it as like a like something to do prior to stream, if you will. And then that gives me a stream on my channel to actually promote myself when I go live, which would hopefully next time I go live will be less issue-y. Ooh, that's a female cardinal now. Oh man, I'm too much of an old man. I get distracted by birds way too easily. Granted, who am I kidding? Of course I'm an old man. I'm having fun building Legos. Okay, so we're gonna have these pieces face out. And I think I'm gonna put that on there. Check. Yep, that looks reasonable. Good. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Do. Do. There we go. Ooh. Oh, next part. Next part's real easy. There's just a whole like line of birds on one of my fences. And they're like, okay, there's food over there, but there's also a VTuber. And the VTuber concerns us. Ooh, okay, so we're doing the underside. We're moving to the underside, and I want this and one more of that. So these pieces fit here and there. Oh yeah, that's also kind of a neat thing with the directions for Legos. They will also have like little like symbols. It's like, hey, you need to flip your thing around, you know? I do appreciate stuff like that. Gotta appreciate the quality of life stuff. Okay, so we're gonna now work on a sub-assembly. And for the sub-assembly, don't know how, oh wait, yeah, because it tells us to make two. Because we're gonna have to basically be doubling up all of our processes. So we do one of those, which is those. Oh wait, is that a green heart-shaped thing? That's a green heart-shaped thing. Oh, that's cute. I like that. So we'll do that, and then onto this sub-assembly, I have to add, wait. Does it go on top? No, it goes next to. It goes next to. Okay. So it should go like that, and then I need this piece here to go like that. Yeah. Okay. I think I can understand instructions. There might be hope for me. Granted, there are a couple times, and when I've built, so this is actually the third set I've built on the channel, and also like the third set I've built in Lego Botanical line after my sister peer pressured me once at Costco into buying one of these sets. And I had fun with that. Okay, so that's step 14. Now we move onward to, wait, oh, we cover that? Oh, okay. And then put that piece there. It goes in there like that. Okay, so that's step 15. And the way we can think about things for this is we basically have, okay, so am I leveling the platform or no? Sort of. Ooh, okay, yes. Dark green piece goes on there, like that. And I need a brown piece, and then that's gonna go right next to it. That. So there we go. So we'll do the same for our other piece here. Granted, I always like when I'm getting to the bottom of these bags, because that means I have less parts to play with. Makes it much more manageable. At least the speed it takes to find my next piece increases, and I am very appreciative of that. Shucks. I'm gonna have to check my clothing after stream because... Wait, am I building this again? Nope, nope. We're building a different... Ah, we're building a assembly that will go onto these. Ah. Because when I was getting ready for stream, I got a really big pop out of the fire pit, and it actually sent a coal that landed up on my like above my armpit area, and I was just like, why do I feel a burning feeling? And then it's like, wait, is that why? That's why. Okay. And this hangs out like there. Then this is a thing. And we take this, and we'll add it to that. It gets clamped on, so everything's looking like it's pretty much happening all on the same level, which is good. Which is good. That's very encouraging to me. Oh wait, and then I gotta just rebuild, well, build another of what I just built. Which is fun, because I can hear all the birds flapping, they're doing their thing. They're very much like, damn this VTuber. Yeah. It's just like, why do I have burning pain on my like upper body? And then it's just like, oh, that's why. Oh wait, so wait, did I just put this on the wrong side or something? Because that's there. So I need it to be like that. Okay. I'm just gonna follow, I'm gonna be as reasonably following the instructions as I possibly can. So we'll do that, into that. I am going to be laughing. I'm going to be doing a lot of occasional chuckling. And usually that's going to be in response, ooh, Cardinal's having some fun. Friend shows up. Cardinal flies off. Friend consumes food. Oh, nice of you to share. Ooh, looks like we're getting real close to adding these. So I need a bright green angly piece for 2. So that's those, and then I need 2 of you guys. So then the bright green angle piece is going to go on this little bit of a ledge I got here. A little bit of a ledge. Clips onto that. Does those shenanigans. That clips onto that. Granted, this shows circles being filled, but I don't see any light green pieces like that. I'm going to presume that is how I move forward. Yeah. Oh. And then looks like we get to add some more of these, which are going. So this one clips like that, and then this other one's just going to clip. Just going to have that one thing to hold it. There's nothing on the other side to hold it. It actually feels reasonably solid though, considering it's only clipped into essentially one peg. Flip your piece around, buddy. Clamp that. Grab this. And da-da-da. And then we're gonna add these to take this, flip it up. And these are gonna go on the sides like that. So there's one for that side. Wow, that was a lot of sub-assembling. Then there's that. And that looks... Whoa. Almost lost a part. Almost lost a part. Because there's not a lot holding that on. But that's 20. Step 20. Oh. And now we get to build the other side, the other corners, if you will. Ah, fun. So I need 2 of you. I'm doing 2 first. Yep, looks like we're doing 2 first. So this, and I just saw it. Oh, I saw it, and then smoke careened into my face, which is the downside of doing fire pit streams. Is you just get horrendously assaulted by smoke, but this gives me an excuse to be outside, and it also gives me something that helps me heat up water for tea. Now, people could probably be like, hey, you could just go ahead and take care of, you could just have a kettle going in the shop and do it in the shop. And it's like, nah. I'm a weirdo. Like, building Legos is one thing. It's a pretty normal thing to do. But to be weird about building Legos, do it outside. That's the weird wrinkle. Here we go. Moving on to step 23. And I got fewer and fewer parts all the time, which I appreciate. Just the fewer parts I have, I hear you, birds. You may not notice me looking at you, but I notice you. Cool. Step 24 done. Flipping the page. And also, I think... So the friend I'm going to be visiting today, I did give him a webcam way back when he was streaming. And I think I might ask him if he's using it, and if he isn't, I might ask if he's willing to let me have that webcam again, just to have something that's a little bit more bulletproof. Because I really like how the GoPro looks, but it is also the most finicky piece of technology I've ever had to play with on stream. Like, the iPhone is finicky, but it's predictably finicky. Like, I know its quirks at this point. Like, because when I did the reboot for... How does that go on? It just sticks out from my side like that. Okay. Because the thing with the iPhone is, all I have to do, generally speaking, to get it working again, is I just have to turn it off, turn it back on. It's pretty... Turn it off, turn it back on. Sometimes I will also have to, like, actually... Let's see... Like, reboot? Reboot? No... Like, reconnect. Like I have to actually like close VTube Studio from both computer side and iPhone side. And then with, hey, go on there, please, thank you. Then this will assemble into this, that. Yep. And then once I reboot it from both sides, that usually takes care of it like 90+% of the time. Which was also a step I had to do when I had to like go away from stream. Okay. So this is still very much a fire pit stream. Just because, well, I just like to. Because I like hanging around my fire pit. And I need to get this fire going, so get it going, but not like going too much. Trying to go for cozy levels of fire. Not the why do I feel like I'm burning levels of fire? We want to avoid those. Okay. I feel like I'm burning through these steps too quickly. I may be misinformed of the number of steps for today. Okay. I know I need you, but I need an angled green piece. Which... Normally the searching for pieces happens in the beginning of a bag, not towards the end of the bag. And click. And then we add 2. And I do like how you can just adjust things on the fire and oof, flames up more. And what's okay? I think I'll probably do another cup of tea after this one. Then we'll get that. Yep. Solid connections all around, and then we get to add these in. Sweet. So how... Interesting. Interesting creature. I heard a very unique buzzing, and I see, from what I can make out, appears to look something similar to a cicada wasp hornet, but I'm a little unsure there. A little unsure of what that creature was. It didn't look exactly the same thing as one of those, but yeah. It looks like a good part of the base is done. And I still got charge on the iPhone, which is good. So it's still helping me out. So step 29 is done. Now we move on to step 30. Step 30 brings us to the side. I have small pieces and then I have larger pieces. So we need to play with these. And then what we're gonna do is put those there. Then we'll put this. Wait, no, yeah, because it doesn't cover those up. Yep. We get this nice emerald green all along the side. Flip it around. And then push those down, and then we get to install these pieces. Which the nice thing about these pieces is they'll actually like tie in some of those pieces I just put in nicely. Because some of those pieces didn't have like the most amount of like connection surface. because it's like, because playing with Legos is like playing with bricks. You always want to like have like T intersections. You don't want to have. You don't want to build things in like a straight up or a straight down configuration, which was one of the early building lessons I learned from my dad as a young lad, as a wee lad. As a wee lad. Okay, sweet. Now we get to play with these two things. Which is great because I would like to get these out of my bin. Take up a lot of room in my bin. Okay, and then the heart-shaped pieces. Which they go in the corners. Yay! Wonder if there's any particular reason why they made them heart-shaped. Is it because they made them any shape? They made them heart-shaped. I wonder if they probably did that to make them compatible with another set, I would think. Is my 2-cent thought. So, wait, square, boom. Center. Now I gotta pay attention to where the green goes. So these go here. Granted, I love how solid this feels. I just like how you're just like literally just sticking together a whole bunch of stuff that's basically just plastic pegs. And it just actually feels reasonably solid. Go. Step 35 done. And then we move on to what is going to be the final step, which is these guys. And then also, like, another thing I do very much appreciate with the Lego sets is they will throw in extra pieces of your smallest piece. So if you lose your smallest piece, you're not foobarring yourself. Which I've got plastic flailing around me. So we've got the first bag done. We're at the first bag done of 5. No, 6. There's 6 bags. This is a big build. It's a big build as far as like Lego kits go. So, but the steps still keep counting up in the same direction, which is good. Because I think I have 80-ish steps. I forget if I have 80 or like an actual proper 100. No, there's like 90 steps. There's 90 steps. So we're getting, at least from a step perspective, we're getting halfway-ish. Which is good. Because I would like to actually have stream done by 1 or so, because I want to have some food and then I gotta get ready to go have fun with my friend. So before we continue the Lego fun, I'm gonna get my last cup of tea here going. So for my next cup, I'm gonna be having some English breakfast tea here. It's a personal favorite of mine. I'm pretty sure this is cooled. To the point where I don't think I have to add super hot water to it. Well, room temperature water to it. Okay. But yeah, this is nice. This is real nice. This is chill, nice, relaxing morning. Okay. That's 5. I need number 2. Number 2. Which looks like number 2 introduces some maple leaves. shapes. So then we have another small bag. And I'm gonna lay those out there. There we go. And then I'm gonna take my plastic, my small bits of off-piece plastic, and put them in this piece of plastic to hopefully contain my plastic. I don't want it going everywhere because we are getting like occasional breezes. Oh wait, there's two things. There's two things of smalls. I'm not paying attention. I am not paying attention. So we'll just make a small pile down there. Then grab this. Try to keep all the plastic together. Okay, now so let's kind of spread this out a little bit. I need some very specific pieces of very specific colors, which is fun because I can't readily see them. But I think I need this red, and I think I need this. Colors seem a little bit off in the instructions, but that's fine. 99.9% sure they are the right colors. So we'll flip it over. Or maybe not. Well, because this piece is supposed to be like a brownish. Yeah, it's brownish and shorter. That's the piece. Okay. Which I think that's what this thing's for. Well, the tool works. The Lego tool works. Nice. There we go. Okay, so that appears to be the more proper thing. Now I just gotta, like, that's the thing right now, is lining this up. So I'm supposed to be 2 free dots there on once. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, okay. It's weird because they look off-centered in the instructions. No, they're parallel. Okay, yeah, these pieces are parallel to each other. I was unsure. I was deeply unsure. Okay. And now I gotta find small curve piece, which is probably gonna be in these things, which, ooh, let's see, one. And I find, so if one's there, oh, there's the other one. Certainly hope they have additional pieces. Do one, then this one goes down in here. Whew. Okay, so I need some really fun shapes right now. So I need 2 of these shapes. I need 2 of U shapes, and then what's the other one? This shape? This shape. These 2 shapes. Yep. Okay. And then I have that. And then I put corner pieces on either side of that. So we'll go there. Go there, then we do singles now, which blend in with all the colors. And then that one's not one. go down, and then I get to add this one. Yep. Woo! That's step 39. Flipping over. And then we do the same thing on the other side, it looks like. Yep. So I'll want you two. Two of you. And then 1 and 2. Wait a second. I need. That's supposed to be no. 1, 2. I need another one of you. You silly bean. You silly bean that hides. You're small. You're small and green like everything else in here. I found you. Found you. Okay. Now we can build. Because that has 4. And then this other side is going to have just 2 dots. 2 dots in between this flat part and that. So I can put my corner pieces in. Thanks for being chill, Fire. I don't know what I would be doing if you weren't chill. Be having a less fun time, I'm sure. Oh, got it around the wrong way. And then we'll slip that into that nice, lovely little gap there. And then we get to play with dots. Lots and lots of dots. Ooh. A little bit less enthused about the dots. Because there's a lot of them. But I suppose as I add dots to the build, it's going to be fewer dots to keep track of. Which is, I suppose, the positive thing. That is actually the positive thing. Is less dots to keep track of. Which is like one of the big reasons why it's nice to have like a little tray if you're ever playing with one of these versus just having them on a surface that has no edges, which literally this tray is just a big Tupperware container lid. Really helps keep your pieces organized and keeps you also from like knocking them off your like work surface, whatever. Okay. Wow, that kettle water actually cooled down a little bit more than I anticipated. Oh wow, these pieces are just... Wow, that's just hard to grab. These guys. Those guys are just hard to grab. Granted, I only have to grab 4. For now. And I can just casually see that I'm going to need more than 4. Okay, neighbor who's making loud sounds, just throwing stuff in the dumpsters. Not sure why you're being like that, but you're being like that. Okay. So that's step 41 done. Flipping over. So we will continue. Okay. Okay, so these are going to be centered on the reds, the red parts. So that's going to be that one. So that actually helps me out quite a fair deal. Is having something to like line it up with. I love how the birds just leave whenever I look at them at the bird feeder. Granted, that goldfinch is just like kind of like eyeing me and being like, oh, I'm hungry. I want my food, man. I'm not gonna let this stupid VTuber get between me and my food. It's like, hey, the stupid VTuber is the guy ultimately responsible for feeding you. Yep. There it is. Man, this is nice. Oh, these are legs. Oh man, I like... Lego did such a big brain move coming up with the botanical collection. Because I'm not like super big into regular Legos, but I'm also like one of the larger plant nerds there is. So just the idea of, ooh, look, plant Lego set. I'm just like, cool, count me in. Okay, so these are gonna be tricky, I think. Cause these are just dots that go in between. Oh. I have to turn it around. But yeah, it's gonna be real tricky. Oh man. These are... Because you basically have to squeeze a small piece in between for dots. You don't have to, it's not like a, you're putting a piece on a dot. It's very tight fit. Yeah, I mean, that's the right piece. So, this is just gonna be the first, oh, that snap. Oh, sorry, instructions. I didn't mean to do that, I swear. You now get to do the same thing again, and I really hope this is... And that's the reason why I'm a little bit scared doing that. Is... just how... tight and hard it is to get those in there. Which, that one got kind of a little bit dirty. So, come on, I know you wanna go. Granted, it was, the first one went in with like a snap. It's like, and I have, and then all that fussing around, and then it just goes right in. It just goes right in. Oi, oi. Not fair, Lego. Not fair. And I guess I should have probably put the dots on the piece before I tried to fit that stuff in there. And we get to play with more dots. But, okay, so I've got, trying to think about this. So they go here, here, here. Okay. So, for my green dots are going to be in basically these corners. I think. Well, nope. Oh my god. This is intense. And I do need my instruction. This is definitely very much a instruction heavy part because I put this one in the wrong spot. It goes over. And that's the spot it goes in. Then, granted, it is nice on the instructions. I do highlight where everything goes. Get the pieces that you're about to put in. Okay. And that's a downside with large hands, man. It's the downside of having, like, like American-sized hands and having to deal with like really small parts. Like, it's like, ugh. It's like this is not what these hands were built for. These hands were not built for parts this small. It's like I need tweezers to play with. No, I don't necessarily need tweezers. It's just going to be a little bit more challenge than, say, doing standard stuff. Okay, but we are moving along though. Hey, I know it's a botanical set, but I don't want dried leaves in it. Okay, and pop. And time for my last sets. Hello, wood ash. There we go. Woo! Okay, tea time. I want to take a little bit of a break because, my goodness gracious, that was certainly some playing around with small parts. But the fire's gotten very cozy though. Very cozy. Wind occasionally kicking up some ash. So I need noodle. Granted, my noodle looks like it's a 90-degree noodle. Granted, that's a 90-degree looking noodle, but oh, is there a piece this goes with? Because this goes... Wait. Oh, okay. So that piece goes there. Now I need some big-ish piece. Yeah, it's this piece. Okay. So are we building some roots? We're laying down roots? That does not look right. Take that out. Spin it. That looks closer to what we want. Okay. So that's that. Looks a lot more seamless in the instructions, but ooh, another sub-assembly. A large one. Well, no time like the present. Then I need things with, nope, I need things with hole, no, I need okay. That's the closest. No. Where's this part? Okay, I found one. Okay, I found my parts. Whew. I was like, I'm seeing parts that are similar to what I want, but not exactly what I want. It's like, okay. And we do that. And then these parts earlier that I thought I wanted, I now actually want. That's step 48. We have officially cleared the halfway point. And then for 49, we add. Granted, some of the steps towards the end are going to be just very tedious. Because adding all the leaves, yeah, that's going to be tedious fun. Okay, so we got peg there, and then above it, we want to do a flat one of these. And then I want a singular angled downish piece. You're far too large, but I think you're going to be used in this. Leaves, please hang out up there so I can see. What's that? Nope. Nope, that's not what I want. Ah, there it is. That is like the hardest pieces to find. The ones where you have one piece, in all this to find. And then looks like we're gonna do another sub build, which actually involves this. I was thinking that piece, but not that piece. This piece. So that goes into there, which comes with. Oh wow, this turns. It turns. Okay. We'll do that. See, we got 4 dots past it. Yep, that's the right size. Good, good, good. Then that goes into that. And then all this goes onto this. Yep, it sticks out past by 1 dot. So there we go. Step 51 cleared. Step 52. So we want circle, piece. Then we want 3 long steps. I see 1 3 long step. There. Here's my other 3 long step there. Good. And then 2 boots. Yep, and the boots actually onto that. I have 1 boot. I need a 2nd boot. There you are. 2 boots. And then we flip this over. And then on this bottom side, yellow with holes. And then we're going to also be adding gray tab here. Dark brown tab? And then we'll call it dark brown. And then 2 greens. 2 green things with curved. Ah, the curves are facing inward. So curves facing inward, dots facing outside. So that goes together like that. Even with the brown plate we just added. And then on top of this, we'll add 4x4 brick. An actual originally basic piece. Always kind of nice to see some of the, like, oh hey, like this reminds me of the OG Legos. And that goes there, and then I have a circle. And then that circle is gonna go on the center of, oh, nope. Center, yes. And then that is step 55. Step 55 complete, turning over. I just like the sound of a whole bunch of birds taking off. It's really nice. And we're over an hour in stream, and I haven't lost tracking. I'm not sure how this has happened, but I'm appreciative of it happening. So, do that to there, and then I add another brown tab to that. Then for 75, grab another brown tab, and then I want 2 of my not half shells, these are like quarter shell. I don't know, that's the only way I can think to describe these. Gosh. I need to get better at eating birds. Because then I can just be like, oh hey, there's a such and such bird here. And then this piece here is going to go on the top of the boots from earlier. And that is step 75. And then step 78. We apparently are bringing this together. Yeah. So, for step 78, boom. There we go. We have a platform. We have a little bit of a tree happening. All good things. All really good things. So let's keep on chugging along. Ooh, we're playing with a rod now. A rod, circle piece with hole. Ooh, I need 3 rods. Okay. So, for now, I'm just going to set that in there. And then, I'm just going to add that. Now, oh, wait. Okay, I used the right piece. Granted, it's also nice that they'll have 1-1 scales for parts if there's like similar sized parts in the build. Real nice feature there. So, looks like we're going to be building our first branch in step 60. So that's going to be step 60 right there. Ooh. Note to self, the black pegs into the branches before you actually go further with them. Okay, next up. Step 61, and this is going to be an entire subassembly. Granted, this is also a subassembly. I think I'm only making one time. I hope. Okay, so we insert that. And then I need a flat round peg for step 2. Wait. I hope there's no direction. I'm going to presume directionality. I actually need to put this on the right side of the fork. So I just used one of my like small rod pieces to push the pin out, flip it around, so I can get it on the right side. Well, at least the side that my instructions say is the right side. Okay, we'll do that peg in there. Then we get to build out the branch a little bit more. Build out the branch a little bit more. And then we get to add this. And that's 61. Ooh. Ooh. And this is actually going to build out the branch even more. So, granted, I like how that's not even a step. It's just like, yeah, you just put that on. Just put it on. That's the thing with these later steps is just like, I'll just put that on there. Just install that. Doesn't even count as a step. Okay. I need this piece. One of these pieces. And that's one. I'm going to add a ball thing to this. Okay. Then I'm going to be adding a branch extender to here, plus another ball thing, which I had. My sight's on. My sight's on. There we go. And then that's going to get added here to build out our tree. And we can turn it over. Ooh, we get to start climbing up the tree. So I'm going to go ahead, throw my peg into my thing here, then throw that on. So, hey, would you look at that? Step 63 was really simple. Really, really simple. Followed up with step 64, which is going to be a little bit more involved. As we've got essentially a sub-build to work on. So that's going to go there. And then I need 2 of these for here, and then here. Then red peg. Wait, oh. Didn't have the holes lined up on that. We'll get that inserted, and then put stuff on the top. So since this is facing towards me, do that. Next up is this piece. Goes there. And then we do grab another one of those wonderful corner pieces, which not sure how I'm gripping these, but somehow I'm gripping these. Ooh, I got that one. And okay, and I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, ooh, that's not good. So my clip-on mic lost battery, but I also just noticed my the thing I used to clip this to me, has also just, that plastic gave out on me. I'm gonna try and get this. Granted, that's the thing I dislike about the clip-on mic I have, is that the spring on the clamp is just really, really strong. It's really strong, which is kind of good because it sticks, but it's also like I think it's a little too strong for the connector. Because like these things are like tiny. These are tiny little guys with not a lot of plastic behind them to really hold everything. Okay, so we are into proper PM hours, and I'm going to finish off this tea. And with that tea finish off, I'm going to hit the little homesteader's room, and we'll get back into this. Okay, see you soon. Okay, we're back. And in celebratory fashion, since it's Oktoberfest season, I got Oktoberfest because we're now properly in the PM hours and I can crack open the beer. So cheers. Oh man, that's so good. So good. Oh. Okay. And fire's looking a little sad. So we'll throw a piece on it. Kind of keep it going. So we will continue moving forward. We got, I don't know, by my reckoning, I've got quite a bit of building to do. In that, and also, I know I mentioned it before, but I also do want to finish stream at a somewhat okay-ish time. I'm gonna go hang out with my friend today. We're gonna go ride bicycles. But before that, I also have to get some food in me. Actually made stir-fried potatoes with, gosh, what was it? It was stir-fried potatoes with onion. Yeah. That topped with some cheese, Worcestershire sauce, lots of good stuff. Good food. Makes me happy. Which, sorry that this isn't a campfire cooking stream, but I was kind of looking for something chill, and I'm glad I'm really glad that I chose something chill for this morning, considering the amount of tech issues I had. Which is weird because it seems like it's been a little bit too much of a theme, honestly. And I don't like that. Ooh, this one's going in sideways. Wait. Yep, like that. Woo! Smoke to the face. Ooh, wow. Here, let me play with the wood a little bit, because it doesn't have the best coals at the other end. My fire has actually really died down quite a bit. And I've got plenty of wood, so I think if that log takes off, we'll see how much work we can get done. Well, there we go. There we go. There's some fire. There's some of that good old fire. And oh boy, we're getting into some exciting stuff. Actually starting to build out the leaves. I think this said this is a twofers, so Doofers. What's my other piece? There's my other piece. And then on top of these pieces, we'll be adding this. Yep. There we go. And then, okay. And then step down pieces. Granted, I'm pretty sure this might be close to the end of this. Have you ever had a caramel before? I got it at my Asian Mart trip. It's like a Mexican fruit syrup. It's pretty good. Never had it before. Oh, neat. I can't say I have. I mean, generally speaking, that's also been like one of the points of like some of my campfire cooking streams has been to like try out new recipes and new stuff. But I've never heard of that before, so I'm gonna have to make a note of that. And if I get an opportunity to try it, I most certainly will. What a Mexican fruit syrup. I'm gonna have to. That's definitely something to look into. Because I know at some point, I don't know when I'll get around to it, but I do want to make tortilla chips, like fresh, for one of the campfire cooking streams. Now we get to play. Attach leaves, and I have a lot of instructions here. Are you telling me? Wait, there's like. You're telling me there's 3. If you see it, you should try. It tastes like pepper, caramelized lime, and like a smoky flavor. Huh. That would certainly go well with some campfire dishes. Okay. Now I have apparently 3 different colors of these leaves that I have to keep track of. So my first one is going to be my lightest orange, which did I put that on my? No, some blues right here. And then those light colored oranges go on my brown piece. Making tortilla chips is so easy. Sometimes I make them when I make a big Sunday breakfast of chilaquiles. Ooh, nice. Well, I mean, I know they're not like super hard to make. I mean, granted, I'm also a VTuber, so I'm pretty debuffed just at the get-go. But yeah, I would like to make some of those fresh with like a Mexican day or something. Not entirely sure what my whole vision for that is going to be. So my next list, well, actually a little bit more orange. Leaf goes on, and then I get a small red leaf to go on top of this. And then that is. I need to just. Come on, I need to get this right. There we go. Now it's all lined up. But yeah, very festive, very nice. Granted, past 2 years now, I've done well enough in tomatoes to have enough extra tomatoes to make salsa. This year I was deeply unsuccessful in that endeavor. I've only harvested 3 tomatoes this year. I have been trash at tomato growing this year. Granted, my plants are looking pretty healthy right now, and looks like I have a pretty good pipeline. It's just earlier in the year, it was drier, it was hot and dry, and squirrels were just decimating my tomatoes. People don't realize how very, yeah. Well, also like, Mexico's huge. Mexico's huge. And when you have like a big area, people don't realize how varied Mexican cuisine is too. It has deserts, mountains, deserts, mountains, jungles, ancient food traditions, and stuff from recent immigrations like tacos, El Pastor, or from Lebanese ingredients. Oh, hopefully it gets, yeah. I mean, from now into the fall, I'm looking pretty good. As far as fall tomatoes are going, because I've actually got a couple that are turning like orange and are slowly ripening up right now. So I'm very optimistic that that I will actually do pretty well on fresh tomatoes like late this month. But yeah, this has definitely been a little bit depressing of a year for a guy like me. Considering I normally have to like give away tomatoes. But yeah, so historically, I've made salsa with my extra tomatoes. And I was looking at my canned salsa, well, like last year's canned salsa on my like storage rack in the basement yesterday. And I was like, man, I'm like down to like, I think 8 quart jars, 8 or 7. Like I'm getting low. And I was kind of thinking, I was like, man, it's gonna suck to not make salsa this year. And then I had an idea. And then I had a crazy idea. And the crazy idea is, I'm thinking about making salsa is a good idea. Yeah. I actually did that last year. Last year I did stream making and canning salsa, and oh boy, that was a long stream. I think at the time that was the longest stream I did. Because I think it was close to 4 hours. It was close to a 4-hour stream, partly because I didn't do any ingredient prepping for the most part, other than having my like tomato juice made up. I didn't have any of my onion, because I was making a large batch. Like I filled quite a few quart jars. So I think these go just below the bowl or on the bowl. Yep, that's the thing. I don't entirely understand how this is, because it's like attached to the bowl. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. And I think you want to go like up, off-centered like that. But yeah, I do want to do salsa again. You attach. Oh, wait, did I lose a piece? Or did I just not add a piece? Did I lose or not add? Whoa. Not add is the answer. And... oh, did I lose it? Did I lose it when I tried to snap it on? It's a little shaky, but it still seems like reasonably solid. Oh, was it blended or chunky restaurant style? Chunky restaurant style is my typical go-to for salsa. I like a good chunky salsa. I like to have it. I like to have a good body to it. Oh dearie. Oh, there it is. Sweet, found my lost piece. But yeah, I definitely want to. So, what all this leads up to is, I was trying to think of, okay, I don't have homegrown tomatoes to make salsa. But I don't need homegrown tomatoes to make salsa. So I'm thinking, well, the current game plan is to... is that reasonable? That's reasonable. I'm thinking about making... making and canning salsa with just ingredients I buy from Costco. I think that's gonna. I think that would be a fun thing to do. Both are good choices. Chunky for table eating. The blended you can cook with easier later. Like if you were making. Oh no, I'm not gonna attempt to say words. I stumble over my words enough as is. Granted, the funny thing with the salsa I've made both years, as much as I would like I make it like a nice chunky style salsa, but it always tends to be a little bit more on the watery, fluidy side. And because of that, I typically just use it. I mostly use the salsa on like salads. Like I'll just like crack open the jar, give a nice, give the salad a good dousing of salsa. Or, it's been a while since I've made rice and beans, but I'll like make a black bean, like a black beans and rice, well seasoned, and then I'll add fixings to it. Like I'll do salsa, I'll do fresh onions. Yeah, salsa, fresh onions. Because I will also save like the crumble, like the dredges of a tortilla chip bag. I'll throw those in there and some cheese and mix it up in the bowl. So good, so good. Whoa, chile. Okay, chilaquiles. Chilaquiles. Okay. Yeah, I would have probably accidentally thrown too many syllables into that. I'm sorry, but I'm a very white human being. It's just kind of how I also grew up, too. My parents weren't really, like, adventurous with food. There. Okay. Sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet. Because we're in the stage where things get fragile. We're in the stage where things get fragile. Granted, judging by how things are going, it's also my friends gonna be like, "Man, Sugi, where the hell is that guy?" It's like, well, sorry, nerd, but I'm streaming. I have a project. Granted, it's a little scary to think that this is bag 2 of 6. Well, my wife is just terrible at non-English words. She also can't, which is important for Spanish. Now, that is a thing I can do. I can roll my R's. I only know Spanish because I did work in Spanish communities and had to pick up bits to adapt. Okay. Yeah, I haven't spent a lot of time in like Spanish communities like that. Yeah, this is a deep Lego set. Yeah. Well, it's also just like a bigger, it's also a more expensive one because because the other 2 I did were Plum Blossom and the Orchid, and those were like 20 some odd dollar sets at Costco, and this was like 45. Granted, the retail price at like Target or even Lego.com was $60. So I picked this up at Costco. Don't drop pieces, buddy. I know you're better than that. Let's see. Does this go on? Yeah, it goes on. I should have pre-built the leaves before I stuck that on there. Oh, ooh. Okay. Those attach more firmly. Ooh, that's actually nice. Thank you, Lego engineers. Thank you for making this a little bit more Sugi-proof. Or Sugi from screwing it up. But yeah, really my last big interaction with really anyone from a Spanish community was I was helping the guy who was going to live with me move in to my house, and his apartment complex had a whole bunch of cut up trees, and he asked the apartment manager if he could help himself to some of the wood, because I was interested in getting some firewood because, well, I like burning things. And he asked, and we got the okay. So, and we also had a U-Haul there, so, and he didn't have a whole lot of furniture, so it was real easy to have extra room for this wood. So, and so we go to collect some of the wood, and there's some like Hispanic landscape guys who are collecting up all the, because the trees were already cut up to somewhat manageable sizes, and we go up, and I'm just like, hey, do you mind if we take some of the pieces of wood? And they're like, sure. And then they're like, and then they point to the biggest ones, and they go, Giante. And they're like, yeah, take these. Take the ones we don't want to pick up. And I look around at all the pieces of wood, and then I look one of them in the eye and go, yeah, Giante. I'll take that one. So I get down, one knee on ground, one leg at 90-degree angle, roll the piece of wood, because this was, I think I picked up ash. Yeah, I picked up ash. It was really good firewood. Rolled it up onto my knee, and this was a pretty good sizable piece of wood. Like, it was at least like maybe it wasn't quite 2 feet diameter, probably like 22 inches. Rolled it up onto my leg, and then did a single smooth lifting motion. Protect your back, kids. Your back is very important. You only get one of those. And started walking towards the U-Haul with this big piece of wood in my arms. And and as I was walking away with this piece of wood, one of the guys was just like, he said, he did say gringo, and he said some other stuff, but I'm pretty sure what he said basically amounted to, this gringo. I'm like, I'll take that compliment. That's a compliment to me. To just be like, man, this gringo. That is a high compliment to me. Oh, don't turn too much, camera. But hey, we get a little bit more fire action out of that. But yeah, actually got nicely complimented by some Hispanic landscapers. Oh, that's a good sign. Go, gringo, go. I don't think it was like that positive. I just think it was something along the lines of like, what are you doing? Okay, there's that. And then I flip it over. Okay, it does go where I think it goes. Why do I? Oh, okay. Okay, so, one of my pages fell out of my instruction booklet. So this is going to be exciting. So I'm just going to take the page that fell out, set it off to the side. But I do know where what I hold here goes. If you were moving something heavy, yeah. I mean, I reckon the piece of wood was probably at least 80 pounds. Because there is a little bit more to the story. Ooh, hey, do you gonna fit in here? And that's a little bit more to the story is one of the landscapers actually picked up another piece of wood and was walking behind me. And I'm pretty sure said individual did that thinking I would, because me being way too lawful good for my own good, left the U-Haul parked in the parking area, whereas the wood was probably like 50 yards away. So I had a 50-yard hike with this big piece of wood, and I'm sure that landscaper thought I would give up partly way through. Joke's on them, I did tree work once upon a time, so I knew what I was doing and how to do it safely. So I'm sure they were quite surprised with me actually managing to haul off that piece of wood for them. And I really should have just done something nice for that guy who actually hiked that piece of who hiked a second piece of wood for me, even though he was trying to show me up. Yeah, he thought I had soft hands, so I need to open up my next bag, because that's the page. That's the attach. Wait. Okay, yeah, I already did that. I did that. Okay, actually, I am done with the page that fell out. I just get to open the bag. I get to open plastic. So, let's go find bag 3. Oh, wow. Granted, these are getting, like, smaller in parts, so. But yeah, poor guy thought I had soft hands. Joke's on him. Joke's on him. Sugi Yamagawa does not have soft hands. I like splitting firewood too much. I like work. I mow a 1/5 of an acre of grass with a rotary mower. And my coworkers make so much fun of me for that. But joke's on them. Rotary mowers take up so little room in the garage. My wife used to be a landscaper. She ran a crew of like 12 guys for a huge company. Ooh, fun. Oh, okay. Well, I kicked up way too much fire. Eh, at least the beer's cold. Okay. Instructions? I need you. I am nothing without you. Okay. So I need 2 of these. Honestly, I should probably just go through acquiring my pieces as I need my pieces. Granted, I should spread my... Gotta spread the leaves out, man. Gotta spread the leaves out. Putting all the leaves in one area is going to help me find all the parts I need. That's reasonables. Reasonables. Wow, do I? Yeah, I need these guys. I need that on a corner. Wait, what? Oh man, my pieces are getting weird now. She got trigger finger, now she does more office work, but she sometimes shows off when she parks trailers and such. Nice. Nice. Oh wait, you know what? Let's put this here. Oh! You gotta love it when you put something on and it just pops up. Oh, okay. Wait, am I doing 3 of these? I'm doing 3 of these. Okay, cool. That helps. Oh, that just does not want to... Okay, there it snaps. I mean, yeah, trailer parking is like a skill. It is a very real skill. And good on anyone who's like good at trailer parking. Because trailer parking is like the ultimate test in how well you understand counter steering. If you really understand counter steering, you can park a trailer. But that is when you, if you don't really understand counter steering and you ask a person to park a trailer, you will find, well, you'll find out how well they actually understand the concept of counter steering if you ask them to park a trailer. That snaps into there. Have a peg off, and then one part of this goes in like that. Okay. Oh wait, I'm gonna need you. Well, actually, funny enough, I actually need you for the next part. And just mentally understanding the dimensions of your load. Yeah. There's a lot of mental arithmetic that goes into all that stuff. Which is why it's cool when people actually know what they're doing. Wait a second. Not sure. Are there different kinds of that piece? Because I think I need that piece, but I need maybe a different version of it. Where the... Yeah. Oh man, you gotta love that. There's different versions of very similar pieces here. That's deeply exciting. My truck has a backup camera, which saved me from so much embarrassment. Yeah, oh yeah, backup cameras are like love. Granted, for better or worse, I'm the son of a Hoosier truck driver, and my dad did a very good job of teaching me how to parallel park. So much so that he actually helped my best friend learn how to parallel park. Yeah, I need this piece here. Which is funny because I actually got a new work truck like last week. And my old work truck had backup camera, but the backup camera had thoughts on when it wanted to work. Like there'd be like days where it's like, yes, I will work. And then other days, it does not want to work. Which made things exciting sometimes because it's like, okay, I cannot. Yeah. Having a good, because with parallel parking, a lot of it is understanding wheel position and how your vehicle cuts when you go to cut the wheel. I'm a sweetie city dwarf whose friend taught him to drive in a Honda Fit. Ah, okay. Yeah, my best friend. Wait, did I put that in the right position? Nope, I didn't put that in the right position. I gotta get that out. I got a knife somewhere. There's a knife here. I need a knife. Where's my knife? Below knife? Knife? You know what? Actually, that might work. I might have enough of an edge to it. But yeah, ha! Yippee! My best friend, he took his driver's test in the vehicle I had at the time, which was a geo-tracker. So he had the most cake vehicle possible to do his driver's test in. Because he had a geo-track. Because he had the parallel park a geo-tracker. And the way the testing area, well, the Department of Motor Vehicles, that wonderful institution, which we all know and love. But, yeah. Yo, that's smaller than the Honda Fit. Yeah, he had just the most cake driver's test of all time. And good for him. Because the funny thing is he actually failed the practical test on his first try. But he nailed it on the second though. Okay, let's see here. Oh boy. Sweet joys of... I should be able to easily find that piece, and then I don't easily find that piece. But I did eventually find it. But yeah, because when I did my driver's test, I did mine in a S10 pickup truck. Which I would say on the difficulty bar is probably a solid average as far as like things to parallel park. On one hand, it is truck. On second hand, it is also a small truck, unlike the trucks of today. Which, that's the terrible thing about trucks man, that is a terrible thing about trucks today. There's nothing like an S10 truck on the market in the US right now. Because I want to think that the smallest truck on the market right now is the Ford Maverick. Minivan's the hardest, right? Maybe minivan. I would honestly say like full-size SUV, just because of because like a gosh, Chevy Tahoe, right? The Ranger's clothes in my Tacoma isn't too big. Yeah. Like the Tacoma is probably like the most like. I mean, it just depends on what generation of Tacoma. Like the older ones are like nice in terms of like size, but like the new stuff nowadays is just like, oh good gosh, this thing is like boat. It's like boat. Wait, oh, that's the piece I want. That piece needs to go. That piece needs to curve this way. There we go. Granted, if I'm being perfectly honest, I'm really looking forward to the release of Slate's electric truck, because I'm very interested I am very much interested in that electric truck, because while I do love new ones aren't too bad. Mine's a 2023. Oh, okay. I might be thinking of like I'm trying to think. Yeah, the Toyota Tundra is huge. Well, the Toyota Tundra is a standard size American pickup truck right now. Which standard size is way too much, which is still too much truck, especially for me. But I'm really looking forward to Slate's truck. I'm really looking forward to that. If I had the money, I would have gone for the electric Ford. Yeah, the Ford Lightning. I don't think I would go Ford now, but I want electric truck. Tundra is standard. Yeah, Tundra is standard, big boy. But now, time for an A beer. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, a lot of trucks nowadays, like, don't have a lot of bed to them. And it's like, how the hell am I supposed to haul plywood in that? Granted, I think when I get to the point when I want to replace my Toyota Corolla, I basically want to replace it with a full-size car, full-size electric with a hitch. Because one, I transport bicycles a lot, and I want to get a one of the hitch-mounted bicycle racks for it. Because I have because my current bicycle rack like kind of clamps onto the back, and it works, but the back of my car gets scraped up something terrible. All that space for the 5-foot bed. Oh god. But I want that, and then I want to get like a mini trailer, so that way if I want to buy plywood, or if I see a like Ooh, look, a free firewood listing on Facebook Marketplace. I need to, like, go grab some firewood right quick. Then I can go grab firewood right quick. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's why. Oh, wait, I can turn that. Oh, okay. There we go. That lines up. That lines up. Hello, step 72. Oh. I was looking for I was looking for like a piece for this piece, and it was just like, where is that piece? It feels like it would stand out quite a good amount, and then it's like, wait, it's buried under another piece. That's how this is. It's all buried under pieces. But yeah, I'm really excited for the slate truck to come out, because at one point in time, I'm going to be honest here. Actually, a little bit of a disclaimer, if I say. Before this year, I would have actually been interested in buying a Tesla. But considering the events of this year, my interest in buying a Tesla is effectively zero right now. Well, I'd rather just piss on a Tesla versus anything else right now. And there's that spot on. But the slate I'm actually excited for. Say what? Wait. And this is an actual step. Wait. You tell... Huh? Whoa, what do you know? You can do that. There's a step. Well, I understand 100%, thank you. And let's just say that's all I'm willing to really say about that. They were interesting enough to consider. And then people have to just be assholes because, well, who knows? Whatever. I'm not going to try... I like to consider myself the type of person willing to understand other people, but there just comes a point where you just gotta be like, nah, I'm done. I'm moving on with my life. I've got options. Which I'm actually kind of... One of the coolest things about the the Ford Lightning is the fact that the Ford Lightning can power your house, which makes it interesting to me because I have solar panels. Have you ever heard of the RPG trope where all wizards end up evil? No, I have not. But I see your I see your joke now. The fact they get reality changing power unmoderated by morality. Money is like that in the real world. That generator feature is awesome. Yeah, like that is the feature of the Lightning that I'm interested in. That would make that something I'm interested in simply because I have solar panels at the house and because of how solar panels work. Yeah, that's right. That's right. No, I need my point. I'm on the curve. Okay. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, if power goes out in my neighborhood, I'm done. I don't have power to my house because if my house doesn't consume as much power as the panels provide, they backfeed to the grid. So it's actually a safety feature of solar panels and their inverters to not send power to basically not work if the power goes out, essentially. Also, we're 2 hours into the stream and I still can't believe my iPhone's still working. That thing was nearly dead an hour before stream, and that thing's still chugging. You know what? I think I can say something positive about Apple's products. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe saying something positive about Apple products is probably going a step too far. But maybe giving them a "you're okay" sticker is probably fine. I feel comfortable giving the silly iPhone "you're okay" sticker. Okay, and where's my noodle at? Noodle. That's the noodle piece. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it a noodle. Which is I'm basically making like the other side of the tree. Because this is actually going to be the base. Low power mode is a beast. I used to hate Apple products, but I've used them the past 2-3 years. Generally been happy. Okay. I've always been on the Android side of things, so I don't see myself getting an iPhone for anything, just because the thing is, I just generally prefer cheaper phones. Which, I mean, I've got because my current phone's a Google, the Pixel 7a. Ooh, now we get to attach this. My gosh, this is certainly a build. Granted, I like the feeling. I like the fact that we're like, I think we're like 20 steps away from being done. But I still have 3 bags of Legos to crack open. I've got 3 whole bags of Legos to crack open. And we do have one pretty branch, and we're about to make the next branch pretty. And this is a 2-first once more. But yeah, seeing how the slate turns out is going to be like a big factor. Granted, I also know that I think Toyota's got their solid-state batteries in like early production right now. Which there's been a lot of hype around the solid-state batteries, and where there's lots of hype, there's always questions whether it'll live up to the hype. But man, if I could just get myself like an electric Camry, I would love that. Like an electric Camry that has like, because I think with some of the solid state batteries, they're advertising like up to 600 miles of range, which is like 600 miles is plenty for a road trip. And I think another feature of the solid state batteries is that they're going to be able to charge in like 10-15 minutes or so, or like up to 80%, which that's basically a stop at a gas, or honestly with say even like 500 miles of range, you drive for a while, you get hungry, you plug your car up to a charger to get some food, and then you go get food, and then by the time you're done with the food, your car's charged up and you can keep road tripping. That's going to be like that's going to be the thing that makes electrics like really good. Okay, so those are my dark ones. These are my light ones. We're going to be playing with the lighter ones first, and then they get attached facing the magic orange Lego piece. There we go. Leaves! But yeah, if I can get an electric Camry with like 500 miles of range, I'll be well, electric Camry, electric Camry, good range. If it can power my house, that's plus, but not required. Otherwise, and a hitch. Give me a hitch, please and thank you. I'd like to be able to go places and haul wood. I feel we've lived through the first battery revolution. We'll see the next development as AARP members just adore them. Oh god. No, like, so one of the things with genuinely with like electric vehicles though is electric vehicles have generated an absolute insane amount of research into battery technology. And that battery technology is going to make all sorts of things better. It is going to make this dinky mic I'm wearing better. It is going to make so many things better just to have better batteries. We'll have more battery life on our phones. Like I'm very positive minded with the quote-unquote electric revolution. I don't necessarily consider it so much of a revolution, but it's something to kind of get excited about as long as we don't think about data centers. Just gotta pretend that data centers don't exist. Ooh, okay. Now that we got these built, we get to get these attached. My gosh, this thing's gonna have so many branches. Hey, I'd love to see it. Because I've seen like some real neat technology out of like other battery companies, like flow batteries, which are really cool. Because a flow battery is like you have two liquid electrolytes. Well, they're reopening a nuclear power plant for a data center near me. Oh, I hope that's not the one where it's made up of 3 words and the first word's 3, the second word's mile, and the third word's island. But I mean, admittedly, I do think nuclear is a good technology, because that's probably our greenest baseload power that we have access to right now. Until fusion happens, but fusion happening is one of those things that's going to happen when we're AARP members. That I believe. Or I'll believe it when I see it. But like the craziest thing with data centers though is, do I just attach? Yeah, that's just how those go. Okay, that's fine. Because I was actually watching a video made by Hank Green, and he did say something about data centers that really did I think was actually a really good thought. And the really good thought is, well, it's not necessarily a very positive minded thought, but I like the thought. And the thought is, well, the thing is, data centers, well, AI data centers are an entirely new class of electrical consumption. An entirely new class of it, just because it's so big and it's going to be so power hungry. it's literally gonna be like if we took the amount of electricity consumed by industrial purposes and basically just doubled it. Which to me is like a wild thought. Okay. Now, Sugi gets to play. Can he install leaves on the tree? Yes! Leaves are installed on tree. True, imagine explaining that too. Man, there are things in our world explaining to a 15th century peasant they couldn't even imagine. Like, the biggest thing in my mind is explaining to a peasant that this rectangle holds, it doesn't technically hold. Well, this is an access terminal for all the knowledge that mankind has created. This little thing, this tiny little thing. Okay. Bag 4. Let's go. Granted, these bags are getting smaller. Even though this is technically the halfway bag. Because there's 6 bags. Oh man, this is actually nice. There's not a lot to this bag. Granted, I mean, honestly, another thing that would probably blow a 15th century peasant's mind is the fact that reasonably ordinary people like you and me can eat food seasoned with saffron and pepper. Like, honestly, just, I think really the biggest, like, telling that 15th century peasant that salt and pepper are like the most common basic seasons. I forgot smallpox is totally gone too. And then they see a corn hub ad or something. But yeah, like, in my opinion, like, the fact that salt and pepper are treated as like the most trivial of spices and of like no significant value. Like, you don't have to use the bathroom outside. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a real good one. You don't have to use the bathroom. Oh wait, did I skip? No, I didn't. It's just like, hey, just keep throwing pieces on this thing. And it's like, okay, I can throw pieces on the thing. Oh man, I don't have to use the bathroom outside. But it's still an option though. You just don't have to do it. Or the fact you don't have to fetch water. Oh, ooh, yeah. And actually, you really want to blow someone's mind from way ye olden days is show them a washing machine. Because a lot of people take the modern washing machine for granted, and it's like, my washing machine is the most important appliance in my house, bar none. It is the most important appliance. Like, I was actually reading in, gosh, what's the guy's name? I forget the author's name. But he's a Swedish author. He wrote a book called Factfulness, 10 Ways the World's Getting Better That You Don't Necessarily Realize. And in that book, he recounts the story of when his Swedish family first got a washing machine. And at first, like, his parents are all like excited, like, yay, we got a washing machine now, we're moving up on the world and all that good stuff. His grandma sat down and watched the washing machine go through its whole cycle, and I think she cried at the end. Like, if I did not have a washing machine in my life, I would not have the free time to be a VTuber. You have enough clothes that most people have to use Amata weekly to keep up with the chore? Yeah. Wait, which direction is this going? Is this going towards this? Yeah, it's going towards this. And, there we go. Woohoo! Okay, so I take it we start building leaves. We start building leaves. Dang, that's hardcore. Yeah, like, imagine how much time it would take to hand wash stuff. And for the better part of your life, that's all you know is hand washing. And then all of a sudden, a machine comes in, and you do that for like decades of your life. And then a washing machine shows up, and it does that job for you. You have time to do other activities. Like, it is truly game changing as far as like human productivity. Like, the amount of time we have for reading now, thanks to washing machines, like, time for pets, time for... I almost wanted to say having all this additional time is going to do great things for helping us human beings form meaningful social relationships, and I don't think I can give that credit to modern humans. When we would rather just be lazy and watch cat videos, which I've never gotten into the cat video thing, but... Woo! Throwing ashes. That's campfire cook. That is campfire streaming. Ashes everywhere. Granted, I'm pretty sure ashes are reasonably better for... Okay. So, I'm currently using the GoPro. GoPro is at 15% power. 17. It's also, this has been a good stream. This is, like, in terms of length, and I'm reasonably happy with how it's turned out, especially considering the cornucopia of tech issues at the beginning. But this is all me being long-winded and saying that once GoPro dies, I'm probably going to end stream. And then I'll probably finish this up in my off time. Probably like this afternoon or something. Well, like after I finish hanging out with my friend, because I gotta eat before I go hang out with them. Because I'm gonna need some fuel in me to pedal some cranks. So, just kind of dropping a heads up here. Like, I don't know when stream's gonna end. That's the fun part. But it will end eventually. It will probably end in at least a half hour. I presume. But hopefully I can get through the next bag, because a lot of this is turned into rinse and repeat. Because this is like the third time I've had to build out an entire branch set, so it's being a lot more predictable at this point. So, just a heads up to all the viewers. I am going to try and finish this, though. Click. Click, angle, grab the other one. And, oop, yep, that's the thing. I got to grab it lower for the pressure. Apply pressure. And we're going to move on to the next step, and I'm not even going to turn over my instructions at this point. Why does this sound like there's a bird rustling right next to me? No, it's not next to me, it's like 6 feet away. Which is still pretty close. That's still pretty close to me. And actually, yeah, I'm actually not even going to throw any additional firewood on, because this will be enough fire for the rest of today. So, oh wow, I didn't even get spare parts with this. Yeah, that's how that goes. Yep, yeah. Okay. No one asked your opinion, plastic jug. Okay. That. Gotta figure out the best way to get that on there. I gotta make enough room for it. Granted, we're getting really close to this. Yeah. I got a little bit of resistance from that. There. On. Great. Bag 5. Let's go. Actually, this one, bag 5 is looking pretty straightforward so far. Oh no, there's no room for my beer. My beer, my Legos, and my instructions. Damn shame. What a shame. Am I making 1 or 2 of these? We're making onesies. Just one of them. Go. Man, I wish I had a bigger desk for this. Made my life a lot easier. I can't be doing that. I'm a VTuber. There we go. Doop doop. And oh wow, wait. Oh, it actually wanted me to install that. Oh, okay. Well, I'll certainly consider installing it. Okay. Okay. So, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna keep building up. And then what I need to do is, I think this goes... Does it go parallel to that branch, or does it come out like this? Let's see. That seems reasonables. Okay, step 81 complete. 82. Next 2 pieces if I can find those pieces. Also, by the way, the birds have gotten a lot more comfortable with me here. Like being here. I've got like a whole mass of birds on the ground like 8 feet away from me. Like this is like Central Park or something. Okay. And then we're building another one of those. One more of those. Yeah. If I grab the right pieces. I can build another one of those if I grab the right pieces first. Man, this has been a good day. Rough start. But overcame that. And now just flowing. And doop. I really need to get better with my bird ID. Granted, I care about trees way too much. I do care about trees more than my birds. Sorry, birds. But you are fun to watch, birds. You are certainly fun, funny, strange little creatures. Okay. And thank you, Set, for making this part easy. And by easy, not giving me 3 colors to keep track of. In earlier editions, it gave me 3 colors to keep track of, and I'm like, I don't want to keep track of 3 colors, man. That's a lot of colors. There we go. That's another branch done. Go to the next. Whew. Almost want to take another bathroom break, but I'd rather keep on keeping on. Admittedly, at the end of the day, yeah, that's what I'd rather do. Okay, let's see here. So let's get you attached. Let's get you attached. And honestly, I pretty much know what to do for the next. It's pretty straightforward. Actually, wait a second. Ooh, I actually get an extra piece with this. Nice. 2 extra pieces? Question mark? Yeah, 2 extra pieces. Woo! Bag 5 has extra pieces. Bag 4 did not have extra pieces. Do. Okay. Then let's see. We want these leaves to be on the outer peg. Whew. And so I'm gonna have a little bit of a branch off there. That's gonna be my final branch. There we go. Well, I'm glad the tech issues actually didn't happen until the battle. They happened at the beginning, not midway through. It's not fun when it's midway through. Okay. I heard the sun hitting my beer, man. It's warming it up. And here we go. Ladies and gents. We're at the final bag. Final bag. GoPro's at 11% battery life. I might finish this. Whew. Let's build some Legos. I shouldn't be making it sound like it's dramatic or anything, but you know, gotta have fun with it. It's life. You gotta have fun with life. If you're not having fun with life, you're not doing life. You're just existing. Okay, so. And I want to attach you here. Bada bang. Then we build this guy up. Man, I wonder how this is going to have me finish it. We're 2.5 hours in, and I haven't lost tracking. I was fully expecting to lose tracking by this point in time. Okay, and Okay, so that goes in there. Okay. So. And that goes there. Woo! Ashes. Ashes everywhere. Oh. Oh, okay. I see it, man. I see it. I see it. Ah. I need to change my branch. This branch doesn't swoop off to the side, it swoops down. There we go. That's 87 step done. Moving to step 88, which at this point is very, very rinse and repeat. Which I'm not even going to try to build these things in parallel. I'm just going to build them. Just because... Oh wait, I gotta throw a part on you. Yes. Hey. Switching to the other mic. The other mic's still picking me up well. Still attached to my shirt. A little surprised by that. Whoa! Oh no. That's not ideal. Piece has hit the floor. And it's brown. Aha! Victory! Found it. There we go. Now I gotta add a red piece to you, a red piece to you, and let's see here. Am I dealing with 2 colors of leaves? Thank goodness gracious, I'm dealing with 2 colors of leaves. Followed up by that. Done. 1 branch. Let's get branch number 2 done. I don't even think I'll flip over the instructions for the next one. It's way too rinse and repeat at this point. Granted, I am noticing I am getting a little bit panicky. Just because I'm getting a bit late. But this is a big Lego build, and unfortunately I got a late start. So I think I lost a solid half hour to tech issues. Okay. Branches are on. Okay. I'm gonna get some water in me. Love that water. And really at this point, instructions aren't needed. We're at the final branch. We're at the final branch. And oh hey, you're hey Wind, I see you're trying to help there. Trying to help me out. Flip the page over. You flipped more than 1 page. Granted, it's funny, you actually went to the completed screen. Well, the completed page. Like, hey. Whew. And with that, that's the last branch. That's the last branch. And with that, I have to install branch. Ah. Woo! Goodness gracious, that took 2.5 hours. How many steps was it fully? 89 steps. 89 steps. But it is done. Let's see. Can I... like... what's a way I can... hold this, show it, whatever. Oh yeah. There we go. Let's set this down. Don't want anything bad happening to that. It's very pretty. I like it. Okay. I'm gonna crack open a victory beer. Cheers. Woo! And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna close up stream because yeah, this stream went on for a lot longer than I anticipated, and I also got a late start, which I do wish to apologize once again for the amount of, well, for the earlier tech issues, because it was pretty bad. But I managed to launch a recovery and get stream done today. So, at some point today, don't know when, but I will eventually have a schedule out for the next week. Next week I am on call, so I will only be doing 2 streams. So I think that's enough of PSA stuff. Yeah, you have a good day, Dad's Old Shop. But yeah, to everyone else out there, may you have a great rest of your day, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.